Game theory. Game theory is an interesting topic that helps us understand how people make decisions. It is used in many fields, such as economics, politics, and biology. Game theory studies how people act when they are in situations where they must make choices. These choices can affect not only themselves but also others. In this text, we will learn what game theory is, some important concepts, and how it is used in real life. 1. What is game theory? Game theory is a way to study situations where people compete or cooperate. It looks at how people make decisions when they know that their choices will affect others. For example, if two friends want to go to dinner, they must decide where to go. If one friend wants pizza and the other wants sushi, they need to find a solution. Game theory helps us understand these types of situations. 2. Basic concepts of game theory. There are some important concepts in game theory that we should know: players, the people or groups involved in the situation. In our dinner example, the two friends are the players. Strategies, the plans or actions that players can take. In the dinner example, the strategies could be choosing pizza, sushi, or a different restaurant. Payoffs, the outcomes or results of the players' choices. The payoff can be happiness from eating at a favorite restaurant or disappointment if they do not agree. Games, the situations we study in game theory. Games can be simple, like our dinner example, or complex, like business competition. 3. Types of games. Game theory includes different types of games. Here are a few examples. Cooperative games. In these games, players can work together to achieve a better outcome. For example, two companies might join forces to create a new product. Non-cooperative games. In these games, players act on their own. They do not cooperate with others. For example, two companies competing for customers may lower their prices to attract more buyers. Zero-sum games. In these games, one player's gain is another player's loss. For example, in a game of poker, if one player wins money, another player loses the same amount. 4. Real-life applications of game theory. Game theory is used in many areas of life. Here are some examples. Economics. Businesses use game theory to make decisions about pricing and competition. For example, if one company lowers its prices, other companies must decide whether to lower their prices too. Politics. Game theory helps politicians make decisions about policies and elections. They must consider what their opponents will do and how voters will react. Biology. Game theory is used to study animal behavior. Animals often make decisions based on what other animals do. For example, a group of birds may decide whether to fly together or alone based on the actions of other birds. Negotiations. Game theory helps people in negotiations. Whether it is about a job offer or a business deal, understanding the other person's choices can lead to better outcomes. 5. The prisoner's dilemma. One of the most famous examples in game theory is called the prisoner's dilemma. In this scenario, two people are arrested for a crime. The police separate them and offer each a deal. If one person confesses and the other does not, the one who confesses goes free, and the other gets a long sentence. If both confess, they both get a shorter sentence. If neither confesses, they both get a light sentence. The dilemma shows how people must decide whether to cooperate or betray each other. The best outcome for both is to stay silent, but they may not trust each other. In conclusion, game theory is a fascinating way to study decision-making in competitive and cooperative situations. It helps us understand how people interact and make choices based on the actions of others. By learning about game theory, we can improve our decision-making skills in many areas of life, such as business, politics, and personal relationships. Understanding the concepts of players, strategies, payoffs, and different types of games can help us navigate complex situations. Game theory shows that our choices can have a big impact on ourselves and others. By thinking carefully about our decisions, we can achieve better outcomes for everyone involved.